Rất vui được gặp lại quý vị và các bạn trong chương trình Doanh nghiệp và Thương hiệu, được phát sóng trên kênh VTC2, Đài truyền hình kỹ thuật số VTC. Thưa quý vị, hệ thống tài chính toàn cầu giai đoạn năm 2021-2023 đang chứng kiến nhiều xu hướng chủ đạo, đặt ra nhiều cơ hội nhưng cũng đan xen vào đó là những thách thức do ảnh hưởng của dịch bệnh COVID-19. Sự biến động không ngừng của thị trường và sự xuất hiện của nhiều yếu tố mới. Cùng với những thành công trong việc kiểm soát dịch bệnh và phục hồi phát triển kinh tế xã hội từ đầu năm 2021 đến nay, hệ thống tài chính của Việt Nam đã đạt được những thành quả đáng ghi nhận. Điều này cũng đã mang đến cho các nhà đầu tư nhiều cơ hội, nhưng tất nhiên là song song với đó là những khó khăn trong việc làm chủ con đường tài chính của mình. Và để có thể giúp quý vị và các bạn hiểu rõ hơn về xu hướng thị trường tài chính Việt Nam năm 2023, cũng như những giải pháp để vượt qua thách thức trước mắt, ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ có cuộc trò chuyện với ông Rahul, CEO của Fullerton Markets, một trong những công ty tài chính phát triển nhanh nhất ở châu Á-Thái Bình Dương. Với hơn 30 năm kinh nghiệm trong lĩnh vực dịch vụ tài chính, thì ông Rahul có một niềm tin mãnh liệt rằng những con người vĩ đại sẽ xây dựng nên những doanh nghiệp vĩ đại. Sau khi theo học cả quản trị kinh doanh và quản trị nhân sự, thì ông đã cống hiến toàn bộ sự nghiệp của mình cho việc phát triển con người và xây dựng doanh nghiệp toàn cầu. Lời đầu tiên thì cảm ơn ông Rahul đã đồng ý lời mời tham gia chương trình của chúng tôi ngày hôm nay ạ.
Thank you. It's great to be back in Vietnam again, especially the beautiful city of Hanoi. Feels great to be here. Thank you, VTC, for inviting me today.
We are so very excited when we have a chance to meet you today. And after that, I will give you the first question. And to start, could you share with us a bit of your career journey and what inspired you to venture into the worlds of finance and technology, and how it eventually led you to become the CEO of Fullerton Markets?
Absolutely. Happy to share. Throughout my journey, actually, since the younger part of my career, I think there have basically been two drivers throughout my career. One is a sense of adventure, and another is passionate about everything that I do. So I've actually experienced many different industries, many different businesses throughout. The longest I was with the food and beverage industry, where I started with some interest in the industry, and I went into it without any knowledge, no experience at all, and I basically sought out, committed to learn everything about the industry, and I ended up being an expert in that field. So at the height of that business, I had actually led the company to not only be an industry supplier, a massive industry supplier, but I had led the company to also win massive tenders with large corporations, which include airlines and telco giants. So from that experience, it had actually given me the confidence that I have the talent to be able to build big businesses. So after about 10 years in food and beverage, I decided to find and venture into a new challenge, which had led me into the financial industry. And why finance? Essentially, I started with some interest. I had already been trading stocks of companies that I believed in, looking at charts. So I felt comfortable with that. I found an opportunity to develop business for a new brokerage that wanted to build in Asia. So I started from almost no experience and knowledge again to become a peer in the industry. And essentially, I grew that brokerage into a global brand. So after so many years being in finance, now I think it's about 15 years, the fusion of finance and technology still excites me. Actually, it excites me even more today. And today, it has led me to be the head of Fullerton Markets. And my role here today in Fullerton Markets is to expand our global reach and raise awareness towards financials. And at the same time, develop new innovations that actually give our clients and partners the best experience possible.
Yeah, that's quite an impressive journey. It's amazing how this background can lead to success in expected area. And now, let's shift our focus to the market trend and current market situation in Vietnam, especially in Hanoi. Could you provide some insight into the trend you observed in Vietnam markets recently?
Sure. Well, in terms of trend, this brings me back when I was in Vietnam at the start of the year, in January 2023. And at that point of time, Vietnam was enjoying massive economic growth. I believe they ended the whole year 2022 at the highest GDP growth in 25 years at 8%. And that was a point where global trade was surging, manufacturing increased, services was back, tourism was back, because the world was bouncing back from COVID lockdowns. So fast forward to just 9 months to today, the trend has changed. What we are seeing now is, as the accumulated demand has been filled, exports are slowing down, especially in the West, in the US and Europe. And the State Bank of Vietnam has set new expectations of 2023. At the end of it, the GDP growth will be 4.5%, half of last year. Although so, in the long run, we still see growth, and we can see that in the increasing foreign direct investments that are coming into Vietnam. And Hanoi in particular has attracted quite significant, about 2.3 billion US dollars in the first half of this year, which is almost catching up to what Ho Chi Minh is attracting. So I see there is a lot of potential for the future, especially Hanoi with a larger area than Ho Chi Minh and a lot more infrastructure and development to grow into. But as we invest into the future, in the immediate current, the present right now, the government is focusing into domestic consumption. And to do that, to encourage spending, they are taking stimulus measures right now. And one, for example, is reducing interest rates, which they've done several times this year alone. And in turn, as that happens, as spending increases, you also see a spark increase in terms of living costs as well, which we are seeing in the rise in property prices, I believe, even in Hanoi right now. So the cause for concern is actually the individual's income right now. The General Statistics Office of Vietnam has stated that the average monthly income of employees is still at about below 8 million Vietnamese dong, or just over 300 US dollars a month. So we definitely see a trend where individuals are looking for more opportunity to increase their means to meet rising costs. So with that said, Fullerton Markets is really here to serve, and we believe our Empowerpreneur Community can help in these times.
Speaking about Empowerpreneurs Community, can you tell us more about the vision behind this and its significance in today's financial landscape?
Sure. Thank you for asking. We're actually very excited about our Empowerpreneur program. It's actually a combination of the words empowerment and entrepreneurship. This basically signifies individuals who take charge to look after their future of their welfare through financial education and through building a business. So these two components add up to our core mission to advocate financial self-sufficiency. We believe that this today is more important than ever because inflation is eroding the hard-earned savings, the true value of the savings that we have today. And because of this, we believe everyone, every single individual must have some understanding of finance. So the vision for the Empowerpreneur program is to basically nurture a global community through education, through experience. And they in turn pay it forward and educate another. And by doing that, they're able to build a business for themselves and an income as well.
Yeah. As we delve further into the Empowerpreneurs Community, you can give your extensive experience and visionary insight. Could you elucidate the compelling rationales for individual to impact on the Empowerpreneur journey, and what distinct benefits and opportunity that it provides within the ever-evolving landscape of financial empowerpreneur?
Sure. Well, there has been an obvious trend towards digital technology and digital finance, which is actually part of the bigger digital economy of the world right now. And simply put, why it's growing so fast is that innovation makes lives easier and better for everyone. So essentially with that, by leveraging on the digital financial economy, Empowerpreneurs have a lot of advantages. For instance, one is it's a very scalable business. They decide how much time they want to put in, be it if they want to run it part-time while still maintaining their work or their business. Or they can decide that they want to go into it fully and build a legacy business out of it. And because of that, they decide what kind of lifestyle they would like to have. They are their own boss. They define their own working hours. And because it's a global online business, they're able to work from anywhere. Another advantage is there's very low barrier to entry. No prior experience needed, no prior knowledge needed, no financial capital as well. All support is provided for free. And in fact, right now, Fullerton Markets is sponsoring additional perks and bonuses for new Empowerpreneurs who want to get started. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, that's amazing. And as we explore the intricacies of empower entrepreneurship, it's vital to grasp the foundational pillar of sport that will bolster our journey. And could you provide a detailed explanation of how individuals are assisted in their pursuit of empowerpreneur path, and what precise system to mentorship opportunity and community elements have been established to serve as crucial satellites for their success?
Well, you mentioned the right support words right now. So basically, there are three pillars of support. One is system and tools. Empowerpreneurs, they have a 24-hour access to a web platform and a mobile platform when they are on the go, filled with tools to build their business and to educate themselves as well. So with these tools, they also include basic for the newcomers and advanced for the more experienced. The second pillar of support is mentorship and coaching. We have a team in Vietnam, a fully trained team, and in many countries around the world, ready on standby to support and offer guidance whenever needed. The third pillar of support is community. So with community, our Empowerpreneurs, they get to engage with each other on a daily basis within a large community pool. So what they do on a daily basis is they network, they exchange ideas, and they grow together. And this community is not only online. So 2 weeks ago, I was in Ho Chi Minh, and we brought our community to visit a children's home with 100 orphans. And the whole idea there was to have the spirit of raising awareness of the good work being done there, in terms of how they're making the world a little bit of a better place, and how financial services can and should contribute. So with that, the three pillars of system and tools, mentorship and coaching, and community is what we commit to help everyone gain sustainable, continuous results and success in the end.
Thank for you for a meaningful sharing, and hope that our audience will have more knowledge and information about the empowerpreneur journey. As we embark on the path of financial empowerment, an important question emerges: who can take advantage of this extraordinary opportunity? Rahul, given Fullerton Markets' extensive global presence and digital community, and could you shed light on the inclusivity of the Empowerpreneur community, and who is it tailored for, and who has the generous potential to unlock the possibility of the journey toward financial independence?
Sure, absolutely. The Empowerpreneur program was designed to include everyone. So anyone of any background, be it if you are already an employee, you run a business, you are a housewife, you are a student. Even I shared earlier, I'm not from the financial industry. And actually, in fact, many of our people in the team that we have groomed come from different industries. So irrespective of whatever background that you come from, you can find success with us. All we ask for is your commitment to learn and grow with us.
As we kindle the flame of curiosity surrounding empowering entrepreneurship, our audience is enthusiastic about initiating their journey. And could you let us through how they can promptly engage in this remarkable movement and commence the process of shaping their financial destiny?
Of course, anyone who wants to join our community or want to find out a little bit more about it, all you need to do is just go to the website empowerpreneur.org, leave your contact there. We have a team on standby that will help you.
Yeah. So before we conclude, any advice for those inspired by your journey or aspiring entrepreneur in the world of finance?
Sure, yes. My advice would be in whatever you do, whether in your career, in your business, in your personal, your family, your health, I think it's very important to have the perseverance to learn and just be a better you than yesterday. Progress, not perfection. So it's all about taking those first steps and having the discipline to keep moving. And we really believe this is the character that will lead to eventual success.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for letting me share that today.
Vâng, rất cảm ơn phần chia sẻ vừa rồi của ông Rahul và hy vọng rằng là sau chương trình ngày hôm nay thì quý vị khán giả cũng sẽ có được thêm nhiều kiến thức và thông tin hơn về định nghĩa với cụm từ là nhà sáng nghiệp trao quyền. Và đến đây thì thời lượng chương trình của chúng tôi cũng xin phép được kết thúc. Một lần nữa thì cảm ơn ông Rahul đã đồng ý lời mời tham gia chương trình của chúng tôi ngày hôm nay. Cảm ơn quý vị và các bạn đã quan tâm theo dõi. Xin kính chào tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong những chương trình sau.